Hello, I'm James Henley, Director of RDA Toolkit, and in this video I will introduce you to the display of policy statements in the RDA Toolkit beta site. The display of policy statements has two components in the beta site. One is the right rail display that puts policy statements alongside of the related RDA content, and the other is what we call the mirror page display. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video, is this mirror page display that contains only the policy statement content. So the mirror pages are found under the Policies tab here in the blue banner. When I mouse over it, you can see that we have only two policy statement sets right now. There's BLPS, that's British Library Policy Statements, and LCPCCPS, that's Library of Congress Program for Cooperative Cataloging Policy Statements. Both sets have two sections, you'll see. One is Entities and the other Guidance. The Entities section contains policy statements related to RDA entities or their elements. The Guidance section refers to will take you to policy statements related to RDA guidance instructions. So we're going to go and look at entities. So on this landing page, you can see a browse list of the RDA entities. This is how you'll access the policy statements for both the entities and their elements. You'll notice that only 3 of them are hyperlinked right now. That's because only 3 of them have active policy statements in them right now. So we'll click on Manifestation. Now this is a typical mirror page display. It contains a title. The title always contains the type of policy statement you're looking at. In this case, it's the LCPCC policy statements, and then the subject of the policy statements, which in this case is manifestation entity. Below here, you'll see that there are a lot of headers, but no policy statements. That's because no policy statements have been written yet for this manifestation entity. But I think it's useful to look at these headers because this is where we get the name mirror. It mirrors the structure of the RDA page. So if I look at the RDA Toolkit page for manifestation here, you'll see that it has a header for recording, minimum description, effective description, recording, online resources, etc. Now, if we go back to the mirror page, you'll see that that same structure is in place here. Pre-recording, minimum description, effective description, recording, online resources, etc. This mirroring of the structural components of the page is to help you orient where the policy statements, when they show up, are actually referring to. It gives you some context on this page for the policy statements. At the end of these entity pages, you'll see an element list similar to the ones that you see on the regular RDA entity pages. However, those haven't been built yet for the policy statement pages, but there is right now a link to one of the policy statements we'll go to. So here we are on the LCPCC policy statements for statement of responsibility relating to title proper. So again, you have your title with the what type of policy statements they are, LCPCC, and then the subject of the policy statement, in this case, statement of responsibility relating to title proper. You have the structural element pre-recording. You can see down here there's recording, etc. So you see that same mirroring of the structure of the page with these dark blue headers. And then, of course, you get your first policy statement. This is a policy statement. You have a link, a preview button, and then the content of the policy statement. Here, in this case, it's apply this option. There's a little bit more information here about what their recommended practice is for monographs, etc. Now you can choose to see what option they're referring to here by clicking this preview and pulling it up right there. You can see it now in the right rail. and this is a scrollable box, but you can see the whole content, and then you can click that X to make it go away. You can also see the option by simply clicking on the title, and it'll take you to that RDA instruction so you can get further context. This is a sneak preview of our right rail display, which I will discuss in the next video.